Hey-ho, and welcome back to more DML. So today we are going to be finishing off round 4 of the boss challenge event and unlocking the beautiful little chameleon dragon. So you may or may not know, but I am not going to be here for basically the last 2-ish days of the boss challenge. And since I did put on the £2 or whatever it was for the clam during the sale, I thought, I really don't want to miss out on the chameleon for a second time. So, because we're going to be getting all of our gems back anyway, I thought, otherwise we're going to miss out on him. So we'll just speed through these last few levels and finish all of this stuff off. So, this boss challenge, same as usual. If you miss too many resets, you realistically don't have a great chance of getting the, round 4 dragon. And especially not of finishing tier 5. Because if you finish tier 5, you get an additional 15 tickets, which would be nice. But to be honest with you, I've opened like probably 30 or 40 chests in the last 2 days on this account, and I have got nothing. Like no Seth pieces. It's really depressing. But the final boss on round 4 is Seth himself. Just to add insult to injury, probably like, hey, you see this dragon that you really wanted? Get gooked, son. He also still gets one shot, so it's very underwhelming. But we get some tickets, and there we go, we get the chameleon dragon as well. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just the chameleon dragon, he's always looked so realistic to me, compared to some of the other dragons in this game. So I've just always liked his little own look, I guess you could say. And our hatchery at the moment is looking swell because we've got the Mao, we have the Deco, and now we're going to have the chameleon in it as well. It's just a barrage of new dragons getting thrown at us left, right, and centre. Look at that. So a day and 4 hours to hatch, and a day and 19 for the Deco. So we got some long hatching times on our hands. And of course, yesterday we also got the new whale Mart, and I'm torn with some of these offers, to be honest. The boss habitat, the amount of food is nothing, and the portal gems on our main account, we'll get tons anyway. So getting the scarab pieces isn't that bad, but 10 gems for a ticket and scarab dragon pieces, 10 tickets for a day of VIP, and 99 gems for a habitat limit extender. Oh, I complain about not having the space so frequently, but 99 gems still feels a little bit steep to me. And I'm just checking how many pieces for the scarab we actually have. We've only got 33. 33. So if we wanted him, we'd have to have like another many weeks with the whale Mart deal. So to be honest, I don't even think we're getting the scarab dragon. So I won't buy the first deal for that reason. But the question still remains, is it worth it to buy that 99 gem habitat extender? It's tough, because if you can just level up really quickly, obviously you don't really need it. And if you can afford the food to buy a space in the dragon vault, again, you probably won't need the 99 gems to spend on it. But when you get to my point, where there's literally no room for dragons, I mean, it's very tempting. But 99 gems is still quite a decent amount. Like, you can unlock a legendary or a divine's third element with that amount. Or you can buy enchantment chests. Not many, obviously. But I'm just finding it hard to actually purchase it myself. And I think that comes down to the fact that, at this point, I've started selling off duplicate dragons. So, stuff like goblin dragons and ceremonies and stuff like that. The ones that we have pieces for anyway, like 20 extra duplicate dragons. I've gotten to the point where I've just started selling those and using that habitat space for the new dragons that we get, which is the thing that I always said I never want to get to that point in this game. But unfortunately, because of what they've done, and they haven't actually fixed the habitat spacing issue, that's what we've been forced to do. So the amount of dragons that are in our codex is like completely inaccurate. Like, again, it says we're at like 360-ish, but really it's like 380, especially with dragons from our Android account. It's probably closer to 400 if anything, but we can't put them all down. We can't, and it's very, very depressing. And what piece are we gonna get for today? Oh, another scout piece. I like it. But alas, you know, we're just doing our daily DML stuff because, again, on PC, can't finish off the boss challenge normally and, you know, can't really open up any more divine chests at this point. So Seth, unfortunately, is going to go unobtained for us, unless we suddenly, like, put on, like, £200 worth of gems, but that is not happening because there's no guarantee we'd get him anyway. From our horrible luck these last couple of days, I would not even want to risk it, to be honest with you. But, you know, the whole thing about PC versus mobile devices, I've seen a couple of people talking about it recently, and, you know, I think it's just outright factual to say that if you play the game on PC, you are at a severe disadvantage. And the reason for that being that, you know, during special events, if you have a desktop versus a phone, obviously you can take your phone with you. You can go out, you know, go to work, play on your phone, but like in your break. I know that that's what I used to do. Plus I just used to do it on the job sometimes anyway. Shh, don't tell them. But then if you play on desktop instead, I mean, if you have to go out and do stuff, if you aren't going to be home for a couple of days, you're basically screwed during these events. So you'd think that if they were going to make an event model, they'd make one that's more, I guess, inclusive for all the different platforms, because you can't expect a player to be able to log in on desktop every couple of hours in the day, because that is just unreasonable. Because again, you literally cannot leave your home if they expect you to be logging in as frequently as you can on mobile. And, you know, I think it's just something that people have sort of overlooked for the most part over the last 3 years or so. I mean, I've always complained about it, but said, you know, it's my own fault, it's my own life. You know, I play on PC, that's my own choice. Until I got my Android account to, you know, do all the events that were literally impossible on my PC otherwise. But I think that the events need to be made so that realistically, for people that do only have access to the game on desktop, they can still do it with plenty of spare time. Because at the moment, like the last castle event, they factored in, you know, you can miss like 2.5 days worth of resets just about and you could still finish. But that still, I don't think, took into account the amount of time that, you know, people might not even be at home for a full day for random stuff or whatever else. And that does happen quite frequently when you are on desktop. You know, things just come up, and at that point you cannot access the game. So maybe I just feel more strongly about it because obviously I play on PC, but I don't particularly see how it is fair. Like, you are just at a disadvantage if you play on this platform. And I don't know, I'd hope that the game could be as fair as they could physically make it, but at the moment, that's just not how it is. But I suppose those are just the ramblings of a big complainer, so what does it matter anyway? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna play DML for as much as I can on PC whenever events and stuff like that are open, obviously. And again, whenever I'm not here, I'll swap onto my Android account. But that does mean that on our PC account, we've missed out on a lot of dragons over time. So I can only imagine how many extra dragons we'd actually have in-game if we could successfully do every single event on PC. Like, it would just be so convenient for my main platform to be like on tablet or something. You know, you can walk around with a tablet, no one even questions it. They're just like, yeah, sure, go ahead, you know, play on your tablet. You're probably doing something important. You know, you're the business people that just walk around with tablets. You're like, oh, are you a planner? You look like you know what you're doing. And it's like you're just sitting there playing DML. Yeah, trust me, I know exactly what I'm doing. But I've been trying to decide whether I want to use my days with a VIP, because obviously out the Divine chest there was the chance to get daily VIP tickets, which, you know, I will give them kudos, because a days with a VIP is much better than you probably think, because during VIP events you can enable your VIP to enter special events. So if they ever hold a special event, you can activate your VIP, you know, do whatever you need to during that event, and potentially get a new dragon just for having a days with a VIP ticket. So they're really, really good at the end of the day. And I don't know, at the same time, we have long timers in our hatchery and that, so I've been very tempted to enable it, and I think I will. I think I will soon, but probably not until I get back. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I guess we'll find out then. But it's certainly been quite an annoying time trying to finish off the Egyptian mission event. And by that I mean that event is literally undoable. Like, it's get to it through as many tiers as you can, except, you know, the 10 tiers, if you actually have anything to do in your life, you cannot beat it whatsoever. And the main reason for that is because of the way that they did the pools for the items. Because instead of making it, you know, over a 6-hour period you can collect 6 items, they made it every hour and a half you must log in to get the one item for that thing that you need. And I don't know why they did it like that. It makes no logical sense. It's just outright much, much worse for the player. Like, there's no other way to beat around the bush with that. It's just true. Like, there's no way you can expect people to be on the dot logging in as soon as that item comes back. So, to be honest, I think the Egyptian mission solo event was probably the single-handedly worst solo event we have ever had in game. Ever in our lives. Like, I don't think there's any other way to sugarcoat it. Like, I know that it's to get divine tickets, but I just think it was implemented horrendously. And considering the only reason to even take part in the Egyptian mission is to get more divine tickets, when the divine tickets give you garbage like this, like, oh look, more epic pieces, I'm so happy. Oh, thank you for 2 duplicate dragons. Like, remember when we were excited because we wanted this new stuff? Yeah, so do I. Oh, a Seth piece, will we get it? Oh no, we got 1 piece. How exciting. But, you know, we're not going to get anything out of these chests, to be honest with you. I know that we're not going to hit the 120. I know that we're not even going to get a 40 piece. I've accepted it. I'm over it. Hathor is out of reach. Too bad. That's on 2 accounts, so whatever. If you did get him, I'm very happy for you, but also very envious. But for now, I am going to go and sort out stuff because I'm going to have to leave very soon. So thank you for sticking by. Good luck with everything that you are doing in-game. And until the next time I join you, I will see you then.